I actually felt pretty good this morning. It kind of felt like 100%, which surprised me. I think it was smart to end the day when I was just getting tired instead of seeing how much more I could push out. Even though I kind of wanted to finish the hill, I like to finish hills at the end of the day if I can and not have that in the morning, but I think it was a smart move this time. Now I am going up said hill. It's not the worst hill I've done, but it's going to tell me if I'm actually 100% or not by the time I reach the top. But beautiful morning. The sunrises here in the desert are unlike anywhere else. I love them. I'm already on day 2, but looking forward to getting to town. That didn't take long. It's cool. You go from being out in the scrub brush and deep in it and seeing the same thing, and then today climb a mountain, come up over a hill, and you see a big valley open up in front of you, the city down below and Lake Marina on the left. It's very inviting, especially when you know there's going to be hot food down there. So I'm looking forward to a brief respite from trail food. Those bluebird skies that I've been seeing and cool breeze, well, they've been replaced by a colder breeze and cloudy skies. So apparently a storm is rolling in, and in the next few hours, I guess, I could be seeing some rain, and that's supposed to be a big storm above 5,000 feet, like Mount Laguna-ish, with up to 75 per mile hour winds and like up to a foot of snow. I was just thinking, just go forward, but my little 3-season tent won't be able to handle that 4-season winter. So Chrissy helped me out, and I pinged her, and she got me kind of an overflow room in Mount Laguna for tomorrow. So I can camp tonight somewhere in between here and Mount Laguna, and if the weather's really bad, hobble the last miles into Mount Laguna and got a place to stay, and then can kind of figure out what's next based on the weather report. The rain came a little earlier than predicted, but it seems to come and go. Need to get some water here at Cottonwood Creek, and then I'll keep going. Seems like there's a campsite with road access about 8.5 miles ahead, so I think I'll target that for my spot, my stop, and then if everything went to hell, I'd have a much better way out. But now, water. Now here's my first trail magic, and I'm not even going to take any. I'm really surprised that beer's still here though. the question I would have had before, how cold is it? I can now answer with my new toy. 45 degrees, 92% humidity. Unsurprisingly, I'm surprised it's that low. Kibitz Flat's about half a mile ahead or so. And I'm gonna be happy to get there. It's a little road walk, it looks like. I don't know if it's a dirt or a paved road, but I guess we'll find out. One interesting thing, this fine dirt out here turns into a soupy mud that is as slippery as can be. So I've had some fun little slides for a foot or so. I'm glad I'm more of a level section here because, man, they got some big puddles. The trail's starting to turn into a river at this point, which is fun. I'm glad I did this little section though, because it has thoroughly convinced me I want no part of snowfall and gusty 75 mile per hour wind. This is enough. Thank you very much. I'm currently in the bathroom at Kibitz Flat. That's where I am. I had to come over here. I realized after setting up my tent, there were two other hikers that were coming through with me, and they got there and had to go through the same ordeal I did, which was the rain and wind only got worse. Fortunately, we did find a place underneath a tree, a big tree that we can set up in, but it's still windy and rainy, but a little bit drier, which is nice. My fingers, unfortunately, trying to set that up, went completely numb, and so I took my shoes off and thought, oh, I better go to the bathroom and I need to get a little bit of water. Oh, man, I couldn't put my shoes back on because my fingers didn't work. So, camp shoes for the win. I was able to get those on, made it over here, and I've been just sitting in the bathroom to getting warm and then warming up my hands, which now have sensation back. My thumbs had to go through a pain phase before they got a normal phase, so everything seems to be intact, and that's good. But it was not feeling good there for a moment. I had to put my hands down my pants and onto my skin just to try to get some warmth on them. It's a lovely feeling, but I think I'm gonna warm up a little bit more in here. Then I'm gonna make the trip back to my tent and try to hunker down in there. Originally, the room that Chrissy got me in Mount Laguna, that doesn't look like it's going to happen because apparently it's like early afternoon, late morning when snow's going to start falling. And I couldn't even make it through this if it continues as it's going. So Mount Laguna is off. So now I'm just trying to find a way out. The two people that are camping with, I know they're getting a ride out of here back to Lake Marina. So I'm seeing if I can jump on board with them and at least get the hell out of here and go somewhere else. I may have to set up outside or something, but won't be the same freezing. I talked to one guy and he said no one's going to go up to Mount Laguna. You're not going to get a hitch there because of the ice on the road. So, okay, Mount Laguna is off. I'm glad my fingers are warm again, but now I got to go to the tent and try to figure out a way to stay warm for the night. Woo! A lot has happened since my freezing ordeal. A couple of the other hikers that were there at about the same time as me came and we were all setting up and they said, we're going to text Cleve, which is a place that picks up hikers from San Diego and brings them down to the trail to organize that sort of thing. And they said, hey, she said she's coming to pick us up right now. So we had our stuff our tent set up and our stuff unpacked, and said, okay, I'm gonna see if I can get a ride too. Get out of there. Fortunately, I was able to get a ride. Came down where it was like 5 degrees warmer. Still had a crazy night with driving wind and driving rain. I only lost one tent stake in the middle of the night, and my tent stayed up, but I did get some extra wet gear from the rain blowing in, because my rain flies kept blowing off, and hopefully lost the wind. But the rain keeps coming to and fro here. Nice little place. We've got a covered area that has like heaters and a fire pit. Gave us breakfast in the morning, so pretty good. Most hikers here are starting, and a lot of them are waiting for their first start day till tomorrow because of the storm. A few of them went out, and they're gonna brave this rain today, which is starting to fall again. Wasn't here, but now it is. The plan is, storm's supposed to be finished up today. Fortunately, I'm gonna go back. They're gonna give us a ride back to Kibitz or Sibitz, I think it's Kibitz, flat campground, and then we will hike to Mount Laguna from there. It's about 9 miles. There's snow. I don't have traction devices with me, but my girlfriend Chrissy, again, being the superhero she is, called and got me and a girl I'm hiking with right now a couple spots there. So we've got a place to stay. We'll see how fast we can do the 9 miles. Sometimes you go a little slower in snow, but it sounds like she was smart enough to think ahead and said, oh, they've got about 3 inches now, which is better than the foot that has been rumored. And just take it slowly tomorrow. So tomorrow, Mount Laguna is the destination. We've got a room with heat, electricity, and can even do laundry if we want. So kind of looking forward to that. And then the following day we can hike out through a restricted camping area and then down off Mount Laguna, and we'll probably have some better weather and better terrain than that at this point. Strange, because when I was in 2019, this whole section was just beautiful. It was just a really cool day, and I didn't have any issues whatsoever. So you never can tell. Hopefully this time I won't have the same issues I did coming down off Baden-Powell, where I had this type of storm with the cold and the rain and everything. But yeah, got really lucky that I was able to get a ride and get off of there and warm up my hands with heaters and everything. So sleeping outside again tonight, but thus far the weather seems to have been getting a little bit better. Every once in a while we get blue skies out here. It's kind of cloudy right now, but the blue skies come and go. It's funny how the trail works. One moment you're kind of suffering, and the next moment you got things going well. So everything passes. Nice. The sun is out. Actually, kind of a cool 45, 46, something like that. Perfect hiking weather. It'll be a little cooler when we get higher up, but this is great. I love this weather. Get to do a little traipsing in the snow, but I'm looking forward to getting started again. Wasn't expecting to take a 0 on day 3, but yeah, Cleve is a great place to go. I would totally recommend it to anyone wanting to start out, because they'll pick you up in San Diego, bring you here, got a place to set up. They give a little talk at night, giving some pro tips about weight, medical, river crossings, all kinds of things like that, to help out people who, haven't done this, like me in 2019. And really useful. And then you're only like a quarter mile from the trail, so you just walk on down and start your journey. Really great. Kind of worked out. So the freezing on one day turned out to be a real cool social experience, talking to the new people that were starting. And now I've got a hiking partner to start with, going back. So it's funny, the trail really does provide. We reached the turnoff and we're gonna go down into Laguna. That's Leanne behind me in the background. She's in search of a trail name. It'll happen. I wonder what it will be. But yeah, here we go. Second town. We made it to the tiny lodge, I guess it's called, here, and it's warm. There's a little space heater in here warming up, and we've got 3 other hikers that are here with us. This is their last day. One guy got caught out in the snow up here yesterday and came in, and sounds like he had a miserable night, so he's pretty rough. The 3 of them went to go get dinner at the place we just had food. Really great fries. And now we're just going to get cleaned up and do some laundry really quickly and settle in. I went back outside to look at things, and I'm glad I'm in here because it's getting colder tonight, so it's going to be freezing. Good to sleep indoors for an evening.